You're trying to write a book, but you start, stop, don't have the discipline. You feel frustrated. You're not sure quite how to proceed, and maybe you give up. It's called writer's block. It's called lack of discipline. It's called procrastination. But there's hope. And we have an author here who has the answers. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, and I'm a book coach. With me is our superstar author, Joanie Lindenmeyer, who was one of my coaching clients, students, and she rocked it. I have a program where you can write your book in 6 months, and she did it in 5 months and did an amazing job. And now her book, Nun Better, is a bestseller. So, Joanie, welcome.
Hi there, Elizabeth. Happy day. It's a brand new day, never been lived before. And I think I'm really going to jump into this topic today with you, Coach Elizabeth.
So, the message here for all of you is to learn tips and tricks you can to write your book. And it's difficult to write a book. Joanie is a former Catholic nun and a retired physical education teacher. So she's a sports lover. She has been on the volleyball team at SDSU, right?
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
San Diego State. Woohoo, go
Uh-huh.
Aztecs.
Yes, and she played high school basketball and she's a sports fan. And so, as well as a former athlete, and she's very active now too with hiking and stuff. But Joanie understands the value of having a coach to make you a better sports person, a better athlete. And therefore, when she embarked on writing a book that she'd never done before, she's like, I need a coach. And so, fate connected us, and the rest
Yes,
is best-selling history. So,
yes.
Joanie, I love
That
that.
is so cool to say. And that is exactly the summary. Whoa.
Yeah. So, one really cool thing about coaching is the creative synergy that makes magic happen. Joanie's ideas, my expertise of writing and publishing more than 40 books, and my gut instincts for storytelling, outlining, focusing your topic, etc., have all created this wonderful formula. So, Joanie, can you talk about first why you decided you needed a coach?
Absolutely. I'm going to start with my prop. I'm kicking it off with
Oh,
my prop.
let's
It's
do it.
it's a long one, so I don't know if we can able to see this on the screen, but this is my walking stick.
Okay.
And
Okay.
my walking stick represents having a guide on the trail, on the hike,
Ooh.
on the journey, because otherwise I would be so lost and so turned around and leaning backwards when I should be leaning forward. And it's all about accountability. It's hanging on to my stick, hanging on to you, my coach and my guide, trusting in you completely, Elizabeth, because I had no idea what I was doing. I had
Yeah.
no idea. And so
Yeah.
it was like step by step, I need to be accountable to my coach. I need to listen. And I remember, oh my gosh, the first couple of times on Zoom, Elizabeth, you were like, Joanie, stop, just listen. Stop, just listen to me. Because I was so fired up and I
Yeah.
didn't have my ears to listen. And you
Yeah.
were so honest with me, and I have been so honest with you. That's what made it work. I could
Mm.
listen to the pro, and
Oh,
then I
okay.
could continue on.
Okay. Okay. I love that. Oh, these are so many hot points in this. Let's break it down.
Okay.
First of all, you said the word accountability. What does that mean to you as the person who's embarking on a new endeavor? Accountability.
Well, I promised myself I would write the book, but I needed to promise to you and to Two Sisters Writing, you and your sister Catherine, and that gave me the confidence and the power to say, yes, I really need to do this for the world. And being accountable to you led me to the bigger spectrum of knowing that this book was meant at this time and place in our world today to make a difference. And so hanging on to you, I don't know if I'm answering that question, but I had to be, it was not just a me thing. It became not just a me thing, but it's an all of us thing.
Mm-hmm,
And I like the word always, because I look at the word always as ALLWAYS,
uh-huh.
always.
Oh,
Okay. And that's what the accountability was
uh-huh.
with you and Catherine.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So it was, you had accountability to yourself, but when you have a coach, that person keeps you on schedule. It
Yes.
helps you honor the commitment that you've made to write the book, finish the book, which many people never finish their book, sadly, and publish the book and promote the book, which is a whole nother job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a huge point, everybody out there listening, trying to write a book right now. Accountability. I know that my accountability for my fitness training is really, really emboldened and strengthened by my fitness trainer. When we have an appointment at a specific time at the gym, I'm accountable to them to show up. And then while I'm
Yes.
there, I'm accountable to them to do the work, and having that person standing over me, counting, telling me what to do next, regardless if I'm fatigued or in pain from the soreness,
Uh-huh.
I still keep going and do it. The same is with writing a book. It is a lonely endeavor. It is a difficult journey when you're sitting here alone, with your brain on fire and writing. It's exhausting. There's lots of question marks, right, Joanie? What are some of the
Yes, there
question
are.
marks while you're writing? What are some of the question marks, like the uncertainties of it?
Oh, can I do this? Will this really be a finished product? What will my family say? What will people say? You know, I'm being very vulnerable here. Is this really what I want to do and what I want to say and what I want to share? And simply put, it was YES, yes, to all the above. It's like, yes, I feel like, Virgin Mary, when she said to the angel, and it's angel day today, Gabriel, Michael, and Raphael, it's like,
Oh,
I rely on my angels. I'm wearing my Joan of Arc medal today. I've got to rely on my higher power that says, yes, yes, you can do this.
oh my gosh. Okay, wow. That's so many things at once. So first, all the questions you asked, I hear those from every author, and it's terrifying to bare your soul on the pages of a book that the whole world can read. Terrifying. I remember I was walking up to an airport gate once, and it was packed with people. And I was like, what if every person here had read my book, like especially my memoir, God's Answer is No, Lessons from a Spiritual Life, where I reveal some, pretty personal things. And
Yes.
I'm like, what
Yes,
if
you
they
did. And I commend you for that. That is like
thank
a
you.
high 10. Because when you get
Thank
that way of doing that, it's freedom, isn't it? It's
It's
such a
totally
freedom. I'm
freedom,
sorry
and
I
it frees
interrupted you.
no, it frees other people. It frees the readers to talk about their spiritual experiences and not feel like it sounds wacko. Because some of mine are pretty psychedelic, and and but the point is, I wondered, okay, what if I walk up on this gate and there's hundreds of people crammed in this space? And what if they all read my book? And what if they all turned around and looked at me and knew my deepest secrets that I revealed in my book? And that was a terrifying thought, but
Uh-huh.
every author has that thought before their book is published. And do they hear a yes? Well, the train has already left the station. The book is out there. So they just have to roll with it. But Joanie, the way you just so exuberantly said yes, and also that you trust your higher calling, the spirit, God, angels who are empowering you and giving you courage. Because I believe that when we're called to write a book, especially something as provocative as what Joanie shared, something so personal that many
Yeah,
people
because I
sadly
had not been out to everybody when I wrote that book. There were certain pockets of people that I was out to. And so, I mean, it was like I was literally, there was no stopping it. It was, talk about a train. That train was going like light speed on a track. And sometimes I don't even think it was on a track. It was just flying. And I'm going, oh my gosh, okay, God, what am I doing? But it's got to be for a mission. And I'm out. I'm out. I'm a lesbian, beautiful woman and an ex-nun. And I was in love with Carol for 40 years and she's in heaven. And woo!
Oh my gosh, Joanie, that is wild. Wild. After a 40-year relationship with Carol and you got married, you were not out to everybody, but your book outed you. That is profound. But it just underscores the courage and staying accountable. Because when that fear wakes you up at 5 a.m. and you're like, oh my gosh, what am I about to do with this book? You just say yes and keep going. Because
and it's honest and it's truth, you
uh-huh,
know, and I think one of the biggest things was I wanted to be the best student for you, Elizabeth. I
uh-huh.
guess, you know, as a former teacher, I know how valuable I was to students, but I don't want to say I want to be your teacher's pet. That's not the right thing. But I wanted to be a really, really good student for you
Mhm,
because
mhm,
I totally believed in
mhm,
your expertise and your coaching and your
mhm.
experience. And like you said earlier, it was fate that brought us together. And out of all the people in the whole wide world, why did I end up meeting you and with you and your sister to take on this journey? And here we go, back to the stick. You know, walk alongside with me. It's not behind me or
Ooh,
in front of me, but you
uh-huh,
are walking alongside with me.
uh-huh.
That is so powerful.
Beautiful. I love that so very, very much. I always compare writing a book to a journey, and you would never go out your front door to a new destination to drive without directions from GPS or even something written down. Turn left here, go 3 miles there, stop at the red light, etc. And so you should not, everybody, embark on a book writing journey without having a guide, because you will get lost, you will waste time, you will waste energy, you will get mad, you might derail your entire experience and write the wrong book or not write it as well as possible and delay arrival at your destination, which is completing the book and publishing the book and promoting it to get it to the people who need it. So, Joanie, can you talk about how working with me as your book coach expedited the experience? You wrote your book in an amazing 5 months.
Yes. You kept me on track. And it was the goal, helping me with my goals and my outline and saying, we need to get this done by this point and this point and this. And it wasn't just we had to, we got to. I don't like to use the word had. You get to do that. And
Mm-hmm.
it just reminds me, you know, you and I had that beautiful Zoom just a couple nights ago regarding our next two books.
Uh-huh.
And there were, I don't know, 10, 12 people that are
12.
going to be contributing their part to that book. And
Mm-hmm.
I have already talked to 5 out of those 12 people, and they have been inspired again by you, by me, by each other to be accountable again
Mm-hmm.
to each other because they see it's bigger than themselves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so that expedite, what was that word you just used? Expedited,
Expedite.
expedite. I think that's what it does. It gives that extra turbo boost, a turbo boost
Love
to
it.
keep going forward. And you know you're not at it alone. And if
Mm-hmm.
you do have, and there were days, Elizabeth, when I just didn't feel like it, or I was just like totally emotional and couldn't put my thoughts and my feelings onto word page. And you were like, it's okay, Joni, just calm down, quiet, relax,
Mm-hmm.
listen to your heart.
Mm-hmm.
And you never pressed me. You were always positive, and you never pressed me. You guided me, but you never forced me. That was my take on it.
Wow. 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 That's awesome. I love the way you said all of that, Joni. Let's just share that life can interfere with writing a book. When you started writing your book in July of 2022, that
Yes,
was just 6 months after the passing of Carol, your partner for
correct,
40 years.
correct,
You were deep in grief.
correct.
and you were still getting it done.
Yes.
You talk about how you got it done anyway.
Oh my gosh. It's really strange. I don't know if I've blocked that out or, here we go. I don't know how I did it. I don't think it was a me thing. I think it was a God and angel thing that just kept saying, oh my gosh, you love Carol so much and she loved you so much and you love life so much. And now you have a story to share with the world to spread that love. And she is helping you. Jesus and Carol helped me write that book. So it wasn't all me, Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I did it. That's how I did it. I had fun with it. And when I sat at the computer or I sat somewhere, I just had the pictures that you recommended, all the things. Use your five senses, Joanie. What did it feel like? All these tips that I learned from you as a coach, I could put into practice and it just started happening.
Yes, 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 yes. And also the fact that your book was inspired by a commitment you made to Carol that the two of you together would write a book. So it says with Carol Tierheimer. So
Right.
you were doing it sort of empowered by the spirit of Carol in, her spirit form.
And you had never met her, yet
No.
you also knew that that was very important to me. And
Mm-hmm.
so through our sharing and our communication, you realized that, and that brought out the best.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Joanie. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
this is so exciting. So, what is your message to anybody out there who's struggling to write a book and is reluctant to work with someone? Because it's a very intimate experience when you work with a book coach. Especially if you're a first time writer, never done anything like this, a lot of people have insecurities about their writing skills, their storytelling skills, whether their message is worthy of being in a book. What's your message to them?
Um, I guess my message is you're not going to disappoint your coach. Um,
Mm,
uh, you have the heart to do it. So do it. Don't complicate it. Don't get in that mental world where you you are down on yourself.
mhm,
Stay positive. Just believe that you have something really cool that needs to be written down. And whether that becomes a published book or you hand it down in your family, whatever, but your accomplishment will feel so good when you get to the completed project. It is like
nice.
it's just a celebration. And yes, you're going to go through stuff, but you're going to go through it anyway. So why
Mhm.
not just let it rip?
Yes, yes. So here's what happens when I work with people who express those insecurities about their writing skills, etc. I assure them that they just need to tell the story, and I provide different techniques they can use. So I say, pretend you're telling a story to your best friend or people at a dinner party. You're going to tell it in a concise, engaging manner. And you can even use your phone to do an audio talk it out.
Yes.
And so there's lots of ways to get around those insecurities, but until you express them and learn the techniques to resolve them, your book won't be written.
Right.
So
Right.
there's so many surprise benefits to working with a coach. I like to serve as a cheerleader. I give you a can-do spirit. I help you believe in yourself.
Yes.
I help you understand that your book is a moral obligation. If you're called to do it, there's people in the world who need to read it. It's not about you. It's about all the people who are going to read the book, who need it. So Joni referenced our Zoom call a few nights ago. We are collaborating on two books. One is about healing religious hurts, and the other one is about living joyously free as an LGBTQ plus person. And so we had all these individuals who are contributing to our books on a Zoom call to answer questions and meet and greet. And it was really, really powerful. And none of them are professional writers, but all
Nope.
of them have a story.
And they had
And
never met a publisher.
oh,
They
okay.
had never met a publisher, Elizabeth. So I mean, the feedback I'm getting is like, wow, this is incredible. I
Oh,
really am working with a professional person here, a publisher.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm so honored to be that person.
Well, thank
Wow.
you. Thank you. Thank you. So can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Who do you have written so many books? I think you said 40. Is that right? 40
More
books?
than that. Yeah.
More than that. Okay. Do you have a coach?
Oh, wow. Do I have a coach? A writing
Yeah.
coach? No, I do not. My God is my writing coach. When I'm writing, it's supernatural.
Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
feel like, and I've said this for years, I feel like there's a satellite dish on my head and information is beaming in from source, the universe, God, angels, Jesus, my father, ancestors, my past lives that my soul has lived, all coming in and like channeling through me. And then I type and I'm like, oh, where'd that come from? It's not me. I'm
That's
just
the
a
truth.
channel for the divine, sharing messages that the world needs to hear. And so I honor that. So I don't have a coach. I just now a
No,
lot of
you do
time
have a coach. You just told me you have a coach. You
I don't
have
have a
that
human
satellite
coach.
dish, and oh
Yeah.
my gosh, you have many coaches. You have
Yes.
many
Yes.
coaches.
Yes. Yeah. So not human coach, but divine coaches. Yeah.
And
That's
isn't that the
awesome.
best? Isn't that the
It's the
best?
best. And here's the thing, I trust it.
Yes.
I trust
Yes.
it. And it's amazing. Once you tap into that channel of information and source, supernatural guidance, it's incredible. So,
Yes.
yeah. And
Yeah.
even if you don't believe in God, or if you're watching and you don't have the kind of beliefs that Joanie and I have, your inner voice, your heart, your soul, uh, your higher self, trust that. Get quiet, listen, and it will guide you. It will give you all the information you need to know. And it's free and clear of the clutter and filters in our heads that come from fear and worry about what will people think, or, oh, that's not good enough, or the inner critic is trying to shout you down. Nope. Once you attune to that inner voice, it will talk to you free and clear. So
And I
trust that
call
as well.
that a gut feeling and intuitiveness. That's what
Yes.
I call that gut
Yes.
feeling. You just know, no, 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 and you don't have to explain it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
speaking of all that with your satellite and your coaches and your divine inspiration, um, don't you have a book coming out like soon, like launching it?
Yes, I do. It's
Tell
called
me,
the
tell me, tell me.
Thanks, Joanie. It's called the Biz Tribe, Activating Your Goddess Power. It's about women's empowerment, and it's all based on my own life experiences of turning pain into power. And I moved it to January so I can do a bigger launch. I was going to
Oh,
do it in October, but I moved it to January. You can pre-order your copies at Two
I've done
Sisters
that.
Writing.
I've done that.
Oh, thank you, Joanie.
Yeah.
At twosisterswriting.com, where you can pre-order your copy of my next book, which is about women's empowerment. You can also visit Joanie's author page there and learn about her upcoming events, read more about her, watch her book trailer, which was made by Nick Alexander Films, and it's extraordinary. And so we have a plethora of material there. And if you want to work with me as your book coach, you can also go to the coaching page at twosisterswriting.com and learn about how I can serve as your private book coach over Zoom or in my group book coaching program, which starts soon. And if you sign up early, you get a $500 discount. So I would love to help all of you so that you can be a success story like Joanie Lindenmeyer with her best-selling book, Nun Better, An Amazing Love Story.
And it's so worth it. As I think back, it was your coaching that really gave me the power and the ability to say that yes. It was
Mm-hmm.
your coaching program. And so
Mm-hmm.
I won't be taking your class again, your course again, but if you want a 5-minute guest speaker thing, I'll pop in there and just give you a little shot in the arm for everybody.
Oh, Joanie,
But
that would be amazing. Thank you. Because
yeah.
you're proof that it's possible to write an awesome book, even if you've never done it before.
Mhm.
So let's just get back to accountability real quick. Anything
Okay.
else you'd like to share with the aspiring writers out there about accountability and how a coach can help you achieve it?
Oh, geez. Well, I think it's just a repeat of be a good student, find a coach, listen to the coach, um, trust in your coach, trust in yourself, follow your gut instincts. Um, I think that's about it,
Mm-hmm.
you
Okay.
know, and
Yeah.
the power and the magic will happen when that is all connected.
Mm-hmm. I love it. The power and the magic. It's all about that. It really, really is. And it's also taking action and believing in yourself and believing that you have a higher purpose for your books possibilities in the world.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
excellent,
Yes,
Joanie. Excellent.
yes,
Well, all of you, I hope we've provided you some really solid guidance here. This
yeah.
is number 13 of our series every Friday, where we go live on YouTube on the Two Sisters Writing and Publishing channel to share information with you about how to write a book. It's free. It's yours for the taking and yours for the making of a powerful book.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. So, Joanie,
And I
thank you.
think next week we need to talk about team.
Team. All
Team.
right, let's do
Yeah.
that. Team. All right, so week number 14 is going to be all about team. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Together, everyone achieves more.
Oh, I love that. Awesome, awesome. Well,
Starts
thank
with a
you.
coach, but you have to have a team.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Joanie. Well, thank you so very, very, very much for all of your incredible insights today. You're just
Oh,
incredible. I appreciate you so much.
oh, thank you. And I likewise.
Thank
And,
you.
and everybody listening in, I really do hope that you're learning something from Elizabeth and myself. And she's doing this as a freebie, you guys. This is incredible. Not very often you get a professional person that says, hey, let me give you some free information, free guidance.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Take it, grab it, love it.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Joanie. And guess what? Please share this with people who need to hear it, and share the whole playlist. It's on the Two Sisters Writing and Publishing channel. Just look for the teal thumbnail graphics and me and Joanie's faces and the topic of the week highlighted in yellow. It's all there for you. So thank you so much for watching. Please share, like this video, subscribe to the channel to make sure you never miss another episode of this weekly interview where we share all this incredible knowledge for free.
Yes,
So
yes.
thanks, everybody. We wish you happy writing, and we will see you next week.
You got it.
Bye.
Have a beautiful day. Big hugs, lots of love. Grab your walking stick.
Happy writing, everybody. Thank you.
Bye bye, Elizabeth.